Look out for me, look out for me, look out for me, here I come.
Democrats have been a total sideshow in Washington for the past 2 years. That's about to change in early January. If you think somebody is running for president, they probably are. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, those are probably the top three. Then you got Kamala Harris. She's got a really strong argument because of the way the calendar is structured. African-American voters in the South are going to be hugely important, and California is going to be hugely important. So if you're an African-American senator from California, that's a pretty good setup. Cory Booker also could do really well with African Americans in the South. Amy Klobuchar, Jeff Merkley, another progressive in the Senate. I think there are 12 senators who are looking at doing this. Then you have some House members, Tim Ryan, Seth Moulton, and of course, Beto O'Rourke. Governors like John Hickenlooper from Colorado and Jay Inslee from Washington, Steve Bullock from Montana. The final bucket that I think is really important are the billionaires. Michael Bloomberg, Tom Steyer, Howard Schultz, the founder of Starbucks. You can't count those guys out. 2015, in the run-up, Hillary Clinton, we all knew, was the front runner. This time, it's the complete opposite. It's a wide-open field. The quote-unquote establishment is fractured behind a half dozen candidates. The quote-unquote progressive wing is fractured behind a half dozen candidates. And then there are a ton of wild cards in there. No one is going to get a majority of the vote in the 2020 Democratic primary. Some people are going to try to go to Iowa. They're going to do it the old-fashioned way, shaking a lot of hands, kissing a lot of babies, eating a lot of fried stuff on sticks at the state fair. That might work, but I'm not sure that that model is still going to be as effective as it once was, because the campaign is happening in cyberspace. It's not happening on the ground.
How many years I'm behind because I can do Instagram, not live.
You want to connect with people that way, and I think somebody like Beto O'Rourke has done a really good job of that. He live-streamed his whole campaign. He had these little moments. That connected with people on a scale that is going to be really hard for somebody without that kind of charisma to emulate. It's obviously good for Democrats that they retook the House of Representatives, but if you're running for president, it makes things more complicated because now you can't just be against whatever the Republicans up there are doing. There's going to be fights between progressives and moderates, and you're going to have to pick sides in all of those, or look weak and indecisive for trying to avoid it. And all these progressive ideas that have been bubbling up now finally have a chance to actually get into legislative language. Medicare for all, jobs guaranteed, the list goes on. Where are you going to come down on all of those? That raises the stakes in a primary for all these presidential candidates, and it makes things a lot trickier for them to navigate. These next few months are actually going to be crucial because a lot of behind-the-scenes decisions are going to be made that ultimately determine who are even the options that people get to choose from next year. They're all going to be trying to make the argument that they are the most viable, that they have the best chance to run against Donald Trump in 2020.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.